Well, hello, Dean the Turkey Legster here. Welcome to another Let's Talk Turkey. Um, Here on a Tuesday, the 9th of July, 2024. Um, this is a unique stream. I have done this before. Um, what I'm doing is a chat um, pick the topic, ask me anything, kind of a theme because while I wanted to go live, I really didn't have a lot that I wanted to talk about specifically. Um, One thing I will say really quickly is that, and I'll say this again at the end, is that you all know I've been working towards going to have a thyroid surgery that is happening this week. Um, it's the third time it's been rescheduled, and we're gearing up to it actually happening this week. Um, and so, with that, tonight is going to be the last stream that I'll be doing for a little while, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the stream. So, anyway, while I'm waiting for some people to pop into the chat and give me some suggestions. Do want to shout out my stream from this morning. That's one thing I could start with. I went to Lou Gardens, which is in Central Florida. It's about 30 minutes away, 30-minute drive roughly for me from my house. So I did a stream from there this morning. It was a really enjoyable stream. So that's on the channel from this morning. And yeah. Tina McNeil, hello. Thank you so much. Yes, I am praying that I come through it with flying colors and hopefully not a lot of red flying around the operation room. So gearing up to that, really huge. I'm expecting to be recovering from that for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Um, Based on what I've read. Obviously, everyone's different. So, I might be fine after a couple of weeks. I might need, 4 or 5 weeks. But we'll see. We will just see. So hope everyone's doing well. I had a good day. I went to Lou Gardens this morning. As I mentioned, I streamed. And then on my way home, I actually stopped by Costco to do some shopping. And right after I got home, I put all my groceries away from Costco, got a bite to eat, Um, Grabbed a quick shower and then headed out the door with my mom to go visit my sister and my little baby niece. Um, so we were at their house for close to 2 hours, I want to say. And then we came home, and then that was a great visit. My little niece she's almost 6 months, and she's just getting so big. It's been a few weeks since I'd seen her, and she is growing. She was starting to sit up a little bit. She's starting to roll over. She's got a couple teeth coming in. She's just really adorable. Um, Jonathan, hey, welcome in. Ninja at the moment. All right, no worries. So anyway, I did want to try to um, wanted to look up something. There was a little piece of news that I think I saw. Opening up WDW News Today, trying to see if there is um, anything happening. Of course, I am dreading the coming up in a month, exactly a month from today, August 9th, grown. Um, the first Halloween party at in the Magic Kingdom is happening in the middle of summer. Can you imagine that? They gotta wait at least into September. That's all I gotta say about that. This was an interesting article. I'm not going to read the whole article, but the headline here is the Oriental Land Company, the owners of Tokyo Disney Resort, will operate a new Disney cruise ship in Japan. So there will be a new Disney cruise ship sailing out of Japan. Why don't I go ahead and peruse this article? So they just struck a new deal, and looks like they're looking to have a new ship. Hold on, guys. I have just got a chat, a text. I need to look at something in the chat. 1 second. Okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, there's been a few things. I'm not really looking to do a exhaustive thing here. Chat filter. Um, okay. I'm hoping that will fix a little issue. It's working. Hello, Russ. Sorry about that. I'm actually glad I looked at my phone. I don't always look at my phone. So I had this setting on live commentary. Um, Michelle the quilter, yeah, welcome in. I'm sorry about that. I hit a button apparently. I had a setting going and I don't know why. I actually thought about starting to turn on subscribers only mode, um, which I'm not really sure what because I'm not a huge channel. Um, so I'm not really sure what benefit would be from turning on subscriber only mode. But I don't really think there is, unless I get bigger and I start having huge chats. But welcome in. Yeah, oh, you were waiting for me to pick up my phone. Okay. Um, yes. So anyway, it's just regular. The chat's just regular. No, everyone can chat. Cherie, Surfer Girl, hello, welcome in. So yeah. So that's exciting what I was reading there. The Tokyo Disney, um, they're going to have a Disney ship out on the seas. And my phone's being weird now. So, anyway, now my phone isn't wanting to, now my phone isn't, that's okay. So anyway, apparently my phone doesn't want to work. Um, you know what? A cruise from California to Japan would definitely be that would be a good idea actually. They could have a cruise that goes from California to Japan and then from Japan to California, or they could have a couple different cruises, one that goes California to Japan and then back with the same, load of people, and then they have one from Japan to California and then back with that load of people, kind of crisscrossing and, waving hello on their way across. So hello to everyone, and hello to Chuck also, Mr. Chuck McNeil. Um, I know Chuck usually listens after the fact to the stream. So hello to Chuck also, and yeah. So hope everyone's having a great night. Like I said, I really didn't have a topic picked. So tonight is chat picks topic slash ask me anything. Um, we could start with that. So Tina, I'm not an expert on this at all. The they they own the The Japanese Land Management Company is the group that owns Tokyo. Disney owns and operates Tokyo Disney, at least. I'm not sure if they're involved with the other parks, but they are the ones that are in charge of Tokyo Disney. So they're the ones that have, the article said they've struck a deal to get a ship going, sailing out of Japan. I don't know anything else about that. So if I keep talking about it, it's I'm going to start making up stuff that sounds good, but it probably isn't true, which would make for an exciting stream, but it would be totally fake. So anyway, that's all I know about that. That's all I know about that. Do 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 do. Okay, first question coming in from What in the World with Russ. First question, what is the airspeed velocity of a laden swallow? Hopefully faster than its predator. Hopefully faster than the predator that's chasing it. That's my answer to that. I know laden swallow. I've actually never even heard of a laden swallow. I know what a swallow is. Not really sure. That's the answer I'm going with. I hope they can fly faster than their enemy, than the guy chasing. Otherwise, because if it's not, then their velocity goes to 0 quick. Now Russ is asking, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could would? I don't know. That's a very good question. Probably a lot. If they concentrate really hard and they put everything into it, and they really put their mind to it, they could do anything. That's the line I always got anyway. So anyway, they are great questions tonight, aren't they? Um, uh, trying to think what else I've noticed. Um, they released the song list, or potentially what the song list could be, um, of what the new song list for the Country Bears is going to end up being. Um, um, So, I didn't really it's been actually a couple of days since that came out, and so, I don't know. I know there was a couple songs that, I knew were gonna be a part of the new show, but I don't remember what the other songs on the list were. I don't know the Bare Necessities, then the No Brainer, it's gonna be on there. I think they've got a countrified version of Try Everything from Zootopia, um, and some other ones there. Next question, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Um, that's a very good question. It's probably okay. I don't actually know. Personally, I've never tried to lick to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Um, this sounds right though. I'm going to go with what Tina says. 1067. And that sounds good. Frozen. Oh, frozen. Where's the beef? I don't know. Um, where is the beef? It's probably on a cow in a field somewhere. Probably on a cow in a field somewhere. I actually, speaking of that, that's a line from Wendy's commercial. I actually saw that on, I think that was on an ad, some kind of ad for something. Um, or it was, I saw it somewhere. Um, anyway, they had there was like a huge bun, a little burger, and then the ladies on the side going, "Where's the beef? Where's the beef?" And so that was a commercial for Wendy's way back in the day, and I've actually got a book um, that Dave Thomas wrote, the founder of Wendy's, and it's got a picture of that lady. I forget what her name actually is or was, but um, there was had a picture of her in there. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Just kind of chatting. I don't really have anything. Um, and it's kind of taking questions from the chat. Hopefully, I addressed the that one. Oh, Mike Wheeler. Well, hey, Mike, welcome in. If you had to live as an animal for 1 year, which one would you choose and why? Ooh, okay. Now we're getting into some good stuff. I'm glad you popped in, Mike. Um, let's see. If I had to live as an animal for 1 year, um, which would I choose and why? Hmm, that's a very, very good question. If I had to live as an animal, I gotta think about this one. I mean, I like a lot of animals. There's a lot of animals that I wouldn't mind. um, being probably one of the birds. Um, Probably one of the birds that get to fly up high, like either an eagle or um, well, we'll go with eagle, just because it's so you know, you know, majestic. And they're the national bird. Probably just because I think I would want to um, have that vantage point, is to see what it is to fly over the earth, to be able to actually fly on your own. That has to be such a exciting feeling, exciting sensation, to actually be able to fly. And I think, eagles, probably, I'm going to go with eagle for that one, even though, I mean, it's a bird. And you did specifically say animal, Mike, I know, but I would have to say the eagle, because I think it would be really cool to um, experience that flying, soaring over the earth, and just having that feeling of not being constrained by gravity. All right, you all had some great questions. Mike Wheeler then asked, "What is my favorite word to say out loud?" And it's the word I made up for my Turkey Legster channel. And otherwise, I'm going to say gobbletastic. That is one of my favorite words to say, gobbletastic. And I know it's actually two words, but after that, um, just saying turkey leg, or we can go with drumstick. Those are pretty darn fun to say. Okay, next question. Mike says, somebody gives you billboard space for free. What do you put on it? A great big picture of a turkey leg, and then the letter, and then underneath it says, eat turkey legs. That's what I put on my billboard. Debbie Burnfield, welcome in. Gloria, welcome in. Mike says, then what kind of baby animal would you love to be surrounded by? Probably, I would say any species of dog, puppies. But specifically, I'd probably, if I could pick, I'd probably lean towards any kind of like Labrador, like chocolate lab or golden lab, or some the Labradors. Those are just super cute. Any puppy is, I would go for that. So yeah, welcome in everybody. Yeah, so I'm kind of a puppy person. Um, I've seen some cute, kitten pictures, cat pictures. Um, but I'm more of a dog person, myself. So I would want to be definitely surrounded by puppies. Michelle says baby bunnies. Oh, what is something that never fails to make you laugh? Another good one from Mike. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Um, wow. I'm sure there's something. I mean, I'm very easily amused. Um, even at like dad jokes, really like corny, lame jokes. I'm just kind of a real easy to make me laugh. So I think for that, I'd probably say dad jokes. Dad jokes. And probably um, would be that. Oh, what is my go-to song to belt out in the shower? I don't always sing in the shower, but I will tell you, I will confess, as kind of a segue, and from that question, I've had this song on my brain, and I haven't actually listened to it all the way through. Well, maybe I have, maybe like in a grocery store or something. But Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody," I've had that going in my brain for the last 2 or 3 days. And I actually found myself singing it going in Costco. And I kind of caught myself and looked around. And fortunately, I was on an aisle where there wasn't any other people. Ooh. What secrets? Another question from Mike. What secrets do you think your pet would spill about you if they could talk? Oh my goodness. Well, so I have to think back to when we had our doggy Otis. Um, I don't know what secrets they would say. Probably would. I really don't know. Probably would be. I don't know if I talk in my sleep, but maybe if I talk in my sleep, you know, might be something. Noah, welcome in. Just Noah. Great to have you and happy Tuesday. So probably would be if I talked in my sleep. Russia asks, why didn't you dance with somebody at Costco? Oh, um, Mike Wheeler asks, what is the sneakiest thing I ever did as a child? Ooh, sneaky. I got to think about that. Sneaky, sneaky. What's the sneakiest thing I ever did as a child? Well, I think probably one of the sneakiest things that I did as a child. I know we would when we go to like Walmart, for example, and we'd be clothes shopping. We'd be in the clothes section. I would I'd sneak into the middle of the circle clothes rack, and I would hide. I remember doing that at least once or twice. That was pretty sneaky. Either that or um, when I got a hold of the matches and I tried to light a candle, I got in trouble for that. Ooh, which person in your life is most likely to secretly be a time traveler? Interesting. Which person in my life? That is a very good question. I have no idea. I have to say, secretly be a time traveler. I'm not sure on that one. That's that's okay. That's a really a stumper. So I have no idea on the time traveler. Um, what person? May have to put that on the back burner for a few minutes here. Which mythological creature would be the worst roommate? I see Russ said Medusa. Yeah, I have to agree with but what Russ and Tina said. Medusa or a Minotaur? Either one of those. Oh. If people suddenly got paid for bad behavior, what habit would make you a fortune? Ooh. Okay, now that's going to get kind of deep because I've got to you I think people have different definitions and concepts of bad behavior. Um, so like, let me read that again. If people suddenly got paid for bad behavior, what habit would make you a fortune? Huh. If people suddenly got paid for bad behavior, probably calling people names. I think I can think of some real doozies, which may actually be a little bit of truth with a little bit of harsh rudeness, but you know, either that or well, we'll go with that. Bad names, saying what's on my mind. And then Mike says, if I suddenly became a giant, what would be the biggest inconvenience? Probably just being big, um, not being able to hide, not just being literally being the headline 24/7. I think that would be a great inconvenience uh, to me. Debbie is asking a really great question. Well, oh, by the way, hi, Mary. Mary Carroll. Welcome in. Hello to you and your kitties. Um, Adam, Blake, and Reba. Adam, Blake, and Reba, welcome in also. So Debbie's asking, what Disney character do you think you resemble? So I've often said that I guess I'll answer this by just saying that I've often thought that my spirit animals are Dory from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, and also Doug. Kind of a mixture of those two. Um, so Dory and Doug, I'd have to say both of those. Combination of those, I'd say I've got um, definite um, I've got definite similarities, I would have to say. At least, personality wise, to Dory and Doug. Oh, okay. You have Wonder Woman's, this is from Mike again. You have Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. Who do you use it on first? I guess I'm not completely familiar with Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. I'm assuming um, you lasso somebody and they tell the truth. If you could clarify that, because I guess I'm not sure exactly how it works. I've got a rough idea. Um, so we'll go to the next question from Mike. If you had to smell like one kind of food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably a turkey leg. Then Mike asks, if you could have a flying version of any animal as a pet, what would it be and why? That's a very interesting question. If I could have a flying version of any animal as a pet, what would it be and why? Interesting. A flying version of it. So an animal that doesn't already fly, I'm guessing. Probably we'll go back to the dog. Probably a dog. I'd love to see what a flying dog looks like. Oh, I know Tina. I know Tina. Uh, Mike Wheeler. Okay, Mike's asking if there was one person in this chat you could switch lives with, who would it be and why? I don't think, you know what? That's a very, 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 um, I'd actually have to say, I'd probably let me reword that question to kind of change that a little bit. If I had to maybe ask if I had the opportunity or the chance um, to switch lives with one person in this chat, would I? Who would it be and why? Because really, if I think we all do that at some point in our lives. The whole what if I could do this? What if I did this? What if, you know, what if? Um, I think there's some instances where what if is appropriate, like dreaming and imagining things, like the folks at Disney seem to do in perpetuation. I won't go down that rabbit trail, but when you're creating your life goals and everything, I think the what if question is great. But so when it comes to like switching lives, I don't think it's more a matter of switching the lives. I think it would be more a matter of I enjoy hearing and getting to know people, getting to know where they've been and their hearing about their lives and hearing about their experiences. Um, and hopefully my I have stories to share about my life that are interesting to, some people. But it also comes down to, the whole phrase about, the grass is greener on the other side. Um, well, I saw I saw a comment someone said, like, as a follow-up to that statement, about the grass being greener on the other side. Well, why don't you look at your side and, water and fertilize a little bit? And so, anyway, I guess my answer to that is I think all our lives are unique and special, and there's only, one person on this earth that can live our lives, and that's us, each person. And so rather than switching, I would probably, you know, pick someone to hang out for an afternoon and talk about, oh, your life stories, and where have you been, what have you done. Um, so that's kind of my answer to that question. Um, so versus, okay, once lassoed, you have to only tell the truth. So that's going back to the other about the Wonder Woman. Okay. So I don't get political, but literally any of the politicians. That's who I would use the lasso on. That was easy. What is the most hated color that you hate? Ooh, bringing in the strong language. Um, Now I'm wearing a green shirt, but there's certain shades of green. Actually, this is not quite the shade of green that I'd say I'd say green. Well, it might not be green. Hmm. I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one, Mike. I'm not sure I hate any of the colors, to be honest. I think, they each have a place and a time, and I think, um, I'm not sure. Russ is asking, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Wherever Waldo is, I think they're hanging out. What was my favorite cartoon growing up? Oh, very good. So, Favorite cartoon growing up? I mean, cartoon growing up. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Okay. I mean, I grew up. We were into like the Looney Tunes. Bugs Bunny was a big Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and all them. We watched a lot of those growing up. Um, then there was, um, we were, um, there were a handful of the Disney classics that we watched. We had you know, copies on, or, we had that I was familiar with growing up. Um, so that little Veggie Tales was the cartoon. Got into the Veggie Tales. Um, and we watched movies. We did watch movies, but I would say those were kind of the maybe some of the my favorites that I had. The Looney Tunes and the Disney classics and Veggie Tales were kind of the animated um, those animated shows. My favorite toy as a child. Oh, well, good question, Russ. I don't. Let's see. Well, I guess the one like toy, I guess, would be a I had a stuffed dog. I'm still into like plush animals. Um but I had a stuffed dog, as a, youngster, and it was I called it affectionately my doggy. And it disappeared. And it was very tragic. It was very um devastating to me as a child because this was like as a young child, might have their toy that they take with them everywhere. That was my dog. I took it everywhere. Probably took it to the store. I actually remember taking it to like the dentist. Um, but then I lost it, and I did replace it. I got another doggy that I actually still have that one, the new one, to this day. But I will never forget the dog that I lost. And I have somewhere. Actually, we have a picture. We took a print picture of the dog like laying in the grass. I don't know why I picked that pose to take the picture of, but I remember that dog. So that was probably my favorite one as a child. But I've been into um, stuffed animals, plush animals. All right. Let me see. We're getting up to 10 o'clock. I know the Hitchhiking Bones are going to be live in just a few minutes. Mike, how would I describe the color purple? Um, how would I describe the color purple? Would it feel like? Okay. That's a very interesting question. I think I'll pick that. That's going to be the last question I tackle tonight. This has been great. I would say if I would I would describe how the color purple would feel like. I'd say it feels, I would say, I guess there's different shades of purple, but I guess it would be I guess I would describe it as very rich and majestic. And with a flair of vibrancy, if that makes sense. That's probably how I would describe it because I mean, purple is used as kind of on kings and royalty and everything. Um, so that's kind of how I'm thinking I would describe purple is, and I just forgot what I just said. Rich and majestic with a flair of vibrancy. So that's a very good question. Let me just tackle this one really quick. If I could get in the car right now and go anywhere, well, where would I go? Probably down to Disney to get a turkey leg. I just gotta be honest. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight's stream. It has been totally fun trying to answer all the questions like right on the spot. Um, um, as I mentioned, as I've teased this, I haven't teased it on purpose, but um, I am looking to be going into my thyroid surgery on Thursday. Thank you for all the prayers and the support. So, not to rehash that, but as such, um, this channel, I am stepping away from the channel for a few weeks. I'm not sure exactly how many. Um, at least you know, at least I'm not sure actually. My estimation is that I'll be ready to come back at some point in August. So I do have a stream set up, scheduled for a date in August, a Tuesday in August, to bring Let's Talk Turkey back. Um, I won't say what the date is. The stream is unlisted right now. So when I get into August and I know how I'm feeling and how I'm feeling about bringing back the channel, then I will go in and, set the date and time and put it as public so that it gets pushed out. But stay tuned to my the community posts, my community tab. I will be updating on that periodically, here and there to let you guys know how I'm doing. Um, so, um, anyway, with that, guys, have a gobbletastic night. Thank you for the prayers and the support. It says, we'll be here when you get back. Let me know if you need anything in the meantime. You know I'm not far away. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate that. Um, Noah, keeping prayers to you. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support, guys, and for watching. I've said it before. I'll say it again. As a creator, having people that pop in on a live stream, having people that'll watch a video, watch a short that goes up. Um, as a creator, knowing that people are watching, um, that's the whole point. And, this a live stream would be pointless. It would not be nearly as fun without folks in the chat to interact with. So thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for the prayers and hugs. Absolutely. Um, absolutely. So thank you everyone again. Go over to the Hitchhiking Bones. They're going live any second now on their channel for Hitchhiker Chat. Tell them Dean said gobble gobble, and I think they'll know what you mean. So with that, I will see you guys in a few weeks, sometime in August. Take care, and I'll see you guys later. Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody.